Eddie, I think the advice tonight is the later you can get out, the better, because it'll certainly be a whole lot cooler.
It is, and these are really the days in the summer where you want to get out super early to avoid the heat, or, basically around the sunset hours, because, it's just not a fun thing to get any sort of heat exhaustion,
No, it's not.
But let's take a look at those conditions out there. Even at the lake, it is 91 degrees. This, of course, is Navajo Lake from our sky cam there. And Buffalo Thunder at Pueblo Powacan, looking out toward the Sangre Cristo Mountains, also showing temperatures in the mid-90s, and it gets hotter from there in many other areas except for Santa Fe. It's 88 degrees, at least at the rail yards. However, we are looking at high 90s right now here in Albuquerque, with not even the faintest peep of rain in central New Mexico, and that's why these temperatures have become so hot. 97 in the metro, 101 in areas like Socorro. I mean, you can see really all across southern New Mexico, ranging from 104, Roswell, Carlsbad, Deming, to even areas like Hobbs at 100 degrees. And this is just day 2 of the heat wave, so that's why we have this heat advisory in effect for Chavez and Eddy counties, and also out toward the southwest corner of the state, because these locations, as you just saw, will be getting hotter than just 100 degrees. Here in the Albuquerque metro, though, this is in effect because we know that there will be some areas, especially in terms of that urban heat area, that we're going to be seeing temperatures at 100 degrees or possibly even a little bit more than that. Those heat advisories expire tonight, and for right now, we're just looking at the absence of rain. There are some storms potentially forming in the west, but those are going to be, those dry thunderstorms, and the threat from that is fire, and that's exactly what we're looking at for tomorrow. Dry thunderstorms across the west. If those lightning strikes start a fire, it could spread quickly because of how dry it is at the surface. So that's when we start getting that evaporating rain. That's in the forecast for tomorrow, and that heat becomes dangerous through the end of the work week, especially for southern New Mexico. And will these dry thunderstorms bring you some relief? Maybe in the form of some shade, and if you're very lucky, some wind, but that wind could be very severe from collapsing thunderstorms on Thursday. Friday, looking hotter. Most of the atmosphere is going to be fairly dry until about Saturday. That's when isolated storms will begin across the southwest, stretching into the northeast. And by Sunday, we're going to have a pretty good layer of clouds, which will knock down the temperatures just a little bit. We're not talking about complete relief from the heat, but certainly not the triple digits that we're predicting for tomorrow. I mean, as hot as 106 for areas like Carlsbad, 105 in Roswell. I'm anticipating triple digits from Deming to Hatch down toward Lordsburg. You can see Socorro, Truth or Consequences, will be in the triple digits for tomorrow. So I'm issuing a forewarn alert for areas like Roswell for heat safety. That will turn into advisory Saturday as you start to cool down. And then you can see here for Silver City, we're mostly in the mid-90s. So for northern New Mexico tomorrow, it's going to be another hot one for areas like Logan, 103 degrees there, 100 Santa Rosa. Out toward the northwest, it's going to be more haze from those Arizona fires, but also dry conditions and hot temperatures. 98 degrees tomorrow for Farmington, 100 on Thursday. I'm expecting Las Vegas to look fairly dry for the next few days. And you can see that in terms of heat, Red River is the place to be if you want to escape. Only 78 there for your high tomorrow. 92 in the capital city, staying in the 90s in Santa Fe all the way into the weekend. You can see the East Mountains in the low to mid 90s, getting as hot as 95 degrees in Moriarty. And for Belen, Los Lunas, Bosque Farms, many valley locations, it's triple digits or even beyond. So this is when we start getting into the heart of the heat wave over the next few days. Rio Rancho and Albuquerque under a forewarned advisory for heat, reaching 100 degrees or more each day.